morning, folks, and welcome to another episode of UpyouwithEzinne, our last in the month of September on the Stack Up series. How you all doing? It's a rainy day out there this morning. I hope everyone is good and you're slowly getting into the work mode. Feedback has been very great on the several angles and perspectives our guests have brought on the simple phrase, woman stack up. From being physically well stacked to being mindful of who you are, what you're carrying on the inside, and the journey that you are on. We moved on deeper to how we are stacked up to deal with losses, societal expectations, family dynamics, and obligations. We didn't stop there. We had another episode that took a look at how we make sense stacked up. Are we ready for what we say we want? Are we prepared enough? Because success really is preparedness, meeting opportunity. On and on. Wednesday after Wednesday, we stacked up. And today, we'll be taking yet another perspective at woman stack up. It's our on radio, and I'm here to keep you company wherever you may be. So let's do this, my beautiful people. Finding self, finding purpose. My name is Ezinne Kanem, and I'm your host. Welcome back. Be kind to follow us on all our social media platforms at UpyouwithEzinne on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We'd love to connect with you and keep the conversation going long after the program has ended. So, what is stack up? Why do women need to stack up? If you want to know how to stack up and the many benefits of stacking up as a woman living in this fast-paced world of ours and much more, then stay right where you are, beside your radio. Our discussion topic today is woman stack up. Our guest today is the amazing Miss Cordelia Okpei, a seasoned broadcaster who has spent many years in the media industry, a content developer, trainer, and event host who voluntarily left the services of the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria in 2017 to focus on growing her own media outfit, 1612 Network. She currently holds NIMASA in focus on radio for the Nigerian Maritime and Safety Agency. She also has a lifestyle program, Life is Good, on Metro FM. And she has a lot of other things up her sleeve, because I'm sure she will tell us herself in the course of this program. So let's just cut the chase and go to the meat of it. Dear listeners, please join me in welcoming a very beautiful, very special guest this morning. Good morning, Cordelia. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. How are you?
So how do you respond to that sonorous voice, people?
This voice has been struggling with a cough for a while now, but we'll survive.
I wish my voice sounds like this when it's struggling with cough.
I reject it for you in Jesus' name. No, quick one. You see, Life is Good. We'll be having the last one on Metro this weekend, because from the 3rd of October, we are debuting here on Mainland FM, Mondays at 7 p.m.
Oh, wow.
So I'm coming to join you.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. My guest is coming over. And it's so nice I didn't do that announcement for you. I'm glad it came from you to the people. So, guys, 7 p.m. Don't forget the time. Just tune in on Mainland FM. Life is good.
On Mondays.
Every Monday. Yes. Okay, now let's roll for today.
Okay.
You're actually our last guest on this topic that we've been dealing with for the entire of September. So we are hoping that you wrap it up nicely for us.
Amen to that.
Yeah. So tell me, what's your perspective and your understanding of the phrase woman stack up?
Woman stack up. You know what? When you shared that with me, what came to mind was what we were doing during the COVID period, where we were stacking up on important things. That is like you're piling the things you know you would need through the period of crisis, through the period of lack and want, as orchestrated by the COVID restrictions and so on. And so we got things like water, food. We didn't care very much about cosmetics and all such things. Nobody cared about buying a car at that time. We just wanted to sustain our being. So when we talk about stack up, when I heard that from you, I just felt that woman stack up, woman pile up on those essential things you need to, help you go through the tough or even smooth times of life. Stack up on things that would help you make sense of things that are happening around you. That was basically what came to mind when I heard woman stack up.
Whoa again. I'm just sieving it, and trying to get everything that you said. So stack up means pile up on the important things. Like you mentioned, during COVID, nobody was doing makeup. And by the way, isn't it a coincidence that today both of us are wearing bare faces, so to speak?
Well, I don't do much of makeup because I'm lazy like that. Minus being lazy, I have issues with allergies. So when I do the eye thing, before you know it, the eye has started itching, and I would rub the makeup, and one eye would be made up, the other one, I said, okay, you know what? I no do it again.
I just think that God wanted us to stack up in all the important things today, because I always have my face made up for this show. Okay. But today, I opted not to.
Thank you for
in
the
consonance. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Okay, I like your perspective. However, today we're going to be focusing on the woman and how the media affects her ability to stack up. You might agree with me that the media has the power to influence our individual beliefs, our attitudes, and our behaviors.
Especially social media.
And I noticed that you're a content creator. So in your own opinion, how has the media helped the woman to stack up? And also drill down to you in particular.
Well, when we talk about the media helping a woman to stack up, I think I'll narrow it down to the social media. Stacking up sometimes can be on useless things. You can stack up on a lot of useless things. At the time you need what you've been stacking up, you find out that what you really need, you didn't even get it. Water day house, we not buy. What of oil, we not buy. Okay, wait till we come buy. Do you get? Sometimes that happens. That is what the media does to some of us.
What did we buy? Long hair.
My sister.
Long nails.
We'll use it to fry egg now and eat, Abby, when the crucial things happen. So you see, sometimes the media, especially the social media, is making us women see the wrong things as being the important things. You get carried away by people who are, in quote, called celebrities, who are human beings like you. At this point, you shouldn't be deceived. Right from when I was young, I had looked at, okay, I'm still young. When I was younger,
I'm loving this guest of mine.
I had watched people on TV, and I had seen what they do on TV would be different from what they do in real life.
In real life, yeah.
So why do I believe the one on TV? I just pretend, okay, see, this one I'm seeing on TV, hearing on radio, is just what they want us to see. Until I started going on radio and TV, and I saw that I kept my private life away from people's glare and all that. That tells you that the so-called celebrities that you see, they only make you see what they want you to see. You don't see how they really look when they wake up, when they face crisis, when they're cramping during their periods, and so on. Even on live TV, they still find a way of controlling those things. But unfortunately, those of us who now watch and see those things as gospel truth, we start stacking up on the false life they are sharing with us. At the end of the day, we now find that not just us, even the younger girls, what they now see is the beautiful things. And the beautiful things are expensive. A lot of them are expensive. So how do we now stack up on those beautiful things we want? We now find ourselves doing things we ought not to do. That is why you now see today a lot of people believe that women are all about money. Give her money. You want to make her happy? Give her money. You want to make her? Give her money. Give her. There's all because of what they've seen, and they believe that those are the things they should stack up on. And so you need money to stack up because they're essential. If I don't have them, I'm not going to leave. If I don't have them, I won't be fulfilled. So I must get them. How do you get them? At the end of the day, they'll be playing your video all over social media with a kidnapper and you doing bone straight at the back. Everybody, they curse you. Didn't they know that he was a kidnapper and all that? You get? That is the major problem. We see the false things and we think that truly they are reality.
Okay. Thank you so much. There's this phrase on social media, small girl, big God.
Me, I'm small girl, big God though.
No, that for real, that small girls, big gods. But, that's why I said social media. You've dealt deeply on the social media thingy, but then there is mainstream as well.
Mainstream?
There's mainstream media.
Yes, mainstream.
And you see, like we were discussing before we came on air, all this erosion of value of stacking up on important things didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual thing.
Sorry if I may come in there.
Yeah.
You see that mainstream media has been well controlled. You wouldn't see some of these things you're seeing online on mainstream media. The regulatory body of that country will clamp on them. You wouldn't see a Big Brother on mainstream media. The things you see on mainstream media, basically the things they want you to see, and mainstream media pretends that it wants a good society, it wants people to behave well. That's why we would complain about the kind of music that's been played. Don't play that song again. It has NTBB. On social media, there is nothing like NTBB not to be broadcast. In fact, on social media, NTBB is what should be.
Exactly.
So basically, mainstream tried its best with all those programmings needed to show women how to be good mothers, men how to be men, and stuff like that. Social media came and gave us the other side of it.
Okay, this conversation is running away from ours, so let me quickly open the phone lines so that you can also be part of it. So the number to call, WhatsApp and text is 0913 6000 410. So please call us, text us, send us WhatsApp so that we can be a part of this conversation. Yes, it is true, Cordelia, that we have regulation on mainstream media. However, my question was going to be, can mainstream media do more? Because it looks like the focus right now and where the woman is curating all her values from is on social media. Because you see, we carry this tiny thing in our hands. It's with us 24/7. And so we are having insomnia. We go to it. We have a bad day. We go to it. So we're practically here. So how can mainstream media up their ante, to be able to help society salvage
what is left?
Yes.
I don't know how we're going to do that, because everything is about making money. Mainstream media, be it private or government, they want to make money. They need to make money. And the way social media is going is beginning to look as if mainstream media is dying if they don't compete with what SM is giving. So it makes it a lot harder for them to now do things they need to do. The next thing will be that who will sponsor it? Do you think they would sponsor it? A lot of the companies would rather sponsor programs where they know a lot of people will flock to watch half-naked bodies, weird things. Except mainstream decides that, we're going to do this without looking for gain. Then you can go all out to make people watch what you have or listen to what you have. If not, it will be difficult. And you also know that more people are beginning to watch TV less. They watch more of the things they have on their phones.
Their cell phone.
Even the owners of these outfits know that is a challenge. That is why right now, you're going to be streaming this online too.
Yeah.
Because you see that is where a lot of the things are moving to. So if mainstream can do as much as it can, it should still go ahead. Will people watch? Maybe, maybe not. But people like us will still continue to say what needs to be said, believing that at least one person would hear. And that one person may just be a peer monitor that could help more people understand the right things to do.
Okay. Thank you very much. At this point, I'm going to ask you, what's been your journey, your media journey? Can you share a bit of it with us?
Okay, I'll summarize it. Well, actually, I would say I come from, in quote, a broadcasting type, in quote, family. My father was a producer, rest his soul. So I grew up virtually in radio.
Okay.
Yes, he would produce programs. People would come from everywhere to want to see his script. And based on that, I knew that it was a very important thing. People would listen and learn, and children would listen and learn. People would want to see the script to add to books, to their thesis and all that. So I said, you know what? I think this thing can change lives. I took after. Virtually all of us in the family had something to do on radio, but I'm the main person who stayed. So I took after him, and this is over 30 or so years ago, way more than 30 years, that I started doing this. And I started from Benin. Radio, television, I came to Lagos. I call myself a very loyal staff, and I stayed with Radio Nigeria all my working life. Myself, why did I stay there all that while? But maybe I just wanted to be faithful. So leaving that establishment to go solo was something I thought I had to do because I became a bit tired. Maybe I suffered from brain fag also, because I had been in these things from my teenage years, and I was beginning to feel like somebody in the 60s, or rather in her 60s, having spent so many years doing the same job. So I just thought to stop for a while. I took a break, and the break I took was to catch my breath. To be away from all this and just rest a while. But I was still doing programs and all that. But I didn't have responsibilities to take care of a radio station because I was heading a radio station before now. I needed the break. That's why I went on the break. But I'm quite good when it comes to hosting shows, radio, television, because I grew up doing all of them at the same time. Maybe I'm gifted that way, I don't know. Basically, I don't like talking about myself that much. I'm shy. So, so you won't hear much from me.
Okay, thank you. You have actually told us enough.
Thank you.
What I wanted to get from that question was your stack-up process. So you started a process, you stayed on the process, you grew on the process, you became a professional and very excellent on that process.
Thank you.
You knew it from the front to the back to the side to the side. I give it to you. You're good at what you do.
Thank you.
And then at some point, you decided to do a stack-up. So you stepped back to appraise where I'm coming from, what I've done so far, and then to say, what's next?
Money. How to make money.
See, let's even talk about money just a bit now.
Big, necessary.
No, seriously. What's, the way, the frenzy about money now, I think that's what's causing the lack of it.
The love. The love of money is growing by the day. Money on its own is a beautiful thing because it solves a lot of problems.
The answer is all things.
Yes, as the olden days people said. I don't know if it answers all things today, actually.
The only thing money doesn't answer is when it's time to die, you're going to die, man.
You will die, man.
Yes, he's not going to answer that. But every other thing, money will answer it.
Yeah, but the love of money, that is what is the root of all evils. Those of you who keep saying that money is the root, no, it's not money that is the root, it's the love of money that is the problem.
So that's what I'm saying, that this love of money is the reason why the money seems to be scarce and a lot of awful things are going on.
Yeah, the love of money is making money look scarce because people are not getting money the way they want it to come in fast. And so they're doing everything to make it come fast. And also, people are not content with what amount of money they have. They have built a picture of what life they should be living, fake life, false life. They don't have the kind of money to live that life. So what happens next? It becomes small girl with big God.
So you're looking for money to stack up on the wrong things.
Most times, because if you're doing it for the right reasons, you wouldn't want to kill somebody to make money, because you truly know that there are consequences when you get money illegitimately. But unfortunately, looking at the things we're looking at today, nobody really cares. Let's just make the money. Even if it's 2 years, I've got to spend it, no problemo.
You know, when I was growing up, if something goes wrong, they say, does she have a mother?
Yeah.
You
Nowadays.
know? Is it still applicable?
Nowadays, it's like the mother sending the children.
So we are not stacking up on the right things.
No. A lot of the mothers seem to be or look like they're the ones actually aiding and abetting the nonsense their children are doing. I'll give you an example. Where I come from, in the Delta, you'd find in my region at a point, I think they still do it till now, a mother or father could sell a piece of land to buy laptop for the child and pay a tutor in quote to teach them how to do Yahoo.
Are you joking?
If I were joking, I'll be laughing, but I'm not laughing. It's the truth.
Women, we need to stack up. We need to really stack up on values. We are losing our values. We're losing what makes us women. And that's why I believe that our society is falling apart. Because the women are not standing in the gap for the society, not teaching or passing on.
What about the men?
This is a female-centric program.
I beg you, they give us too much work. Let me give you another example. When we were a lot younger, we had this Italian thing going on when I was in Benin. A lot of those young people who went to Italy were sent there by their parents. There was this girl, I think she was like 13 years old when she went to Italy. Or Italy. When she was...
Italo? However
she
you call
became
it.
Italo at about 13. When she came back about 15, 16, built a house, everything, she died. Of course, she died.
Oh, dear.
Yes, because they did a lot of weird things. The parents sent them. A lot of the young people you're seeing today, their parents know what they're doing. Their parents are supporting what they're doing.
You see, sometimes I really wonder whether our love as human beings have grown cold.
Is waxing colder by the day.
Because I don't understand how you would give birth to a child and put your child through that.
Selfishness. A lot of the mothers we have now seem to want to live their lives through their children. They encourage their children to do weird things they can no longer do or couldn't have done, so that the children can supply them what they need to live the false life they've seen other people living.
Okay. All right. My phone lines are still open, and the number to call is 0913 6000 410. If you're just joining us, this is Okpei with Ezinne on 98.3 Mainland FM. Hello, good morning. This is Okpei with Ezinne. Who is calling and where are you calling from?
My name is Samson. I'm calling from Nation.
Samson, how are you, sir?
I'm good. Good morning.
Morning. Can we take your contribution, please?
I really got the program.
Thank you.
You that woman talk, say, women nowadays, they used to force their children to go and do what they want. You know, it's what really happen now. And some of these parents, they know that what they are doing is not good. And it's what they want is on their mind. You know, can you get me?
Yes.
But I really thank God that you could bring this program now. Maybe most of the parents, they will listen to it and they will use it as a good example and correction to their family.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Samson, for that beautiful contribution. Over to you, Cordelia.
Oh, well, I hope they listen, but you know it's not all. One bad apple or when one finger touches oil, it usually will soil virtually all the other fingers, so we should try harder.
Good morning. Up you with Ezinne. Who is calling? Where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, ma.
Morning.
Yes, I'm nephew myself from Lagos.
Nephew, how are you?
Yeah, fine, ma.
Can we take your contribution?
Yeah, the contribution is work about what concerning what is also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what is actually helping our community now. A lot of women, like I have a lot of neighbors, I've been encouraging their children in that Yahweh space, and it's affecting them, including the mothers. Because at the end of the day, that's not like Yahweh now. It's with spiritual something causes rituals. Because at the end of the day, they'll later use them. That is please, we should try and encourage our parents, because that is not the right thing to do.
Thank you.
There's a lot of skill, learning handwork or something like that. Please let our parents look into it.
Thank you very much.
And encourage their children.
Thank you.
My name is Barry.
Barry, how are you this morning?
I'm fine.
Good.
For my own taking, you people should not complain of say somebody is doing Yahweh land. So what are people working your oil company buy laptop to children? That woman don't see all those things. Then I'm not there against Yahoo because this Yahoo matter when they talk compared to this our government, our leaders. You cannot complain of our when they loot our money. If not because of this Yahoo, you don't know say boys they for not put fire for this country. Bye bye.
Thank you very much, Barry.
Thank you very much. You spoke in PJ. Me go answer you in PJ. You do well as you talk with you talk. It good as I know your mind, because not only you get this kind of mind. See me could they leave them now Yahoo. How many they not cause any problem for anybody? Oga, you think say your wife, for instance, buy laptop, sell land, buy laptop, give your boy. Make your boy go study, learn how to do Yahoo. Then after they'll come travel, go one other country, go turn on to Yahoo Plus. You think say you good, Abby? If you think say good, no problem. Carry on. I wish you the best, but you don't tell me that because the government, some people are doing like this, then your kids should do like that too, and it makes everything okay and good. No. One wrong and another wrong is still wrong.
That's right. Two wrongs don't make a right. So we have issues with governance. That doesn't mean that the society should also be turned upside down on his head. Please keep the calls coming. Keep the calls coming. The number to call is 091 36,000 410. Good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning. Who's calling and where are you calling from?
Well done. My name is Cordelia Isaac.
Okay. Good morning, Mr.
I'm
Isaac.
calling from Akute, Ogun State. Akute.
Yes, sir. Can we take your contribution, please?
Yeah, this discussion this morning is very, very interesting.
Yes, sir.
Very appalling and disturbing that somebody, I think the guy that called last will be a parent, and somebody will see the calling at this time with what we are seeing all around and saying they are not doing anything bad. As long as they are not harming. There's no way you go to dupe somebody as if you are not harming somebody. Let me just share a little experience with you. In all honesty, today we are saying we are being enslaved by China. How do we become slaves to China? Because China decided not to play smart on us. I'm an automobile technician. I repair cars. I'm a graduate, but I decided I look into the areas of automobile maintenance in Nigeria. I see opportunity there. Yes, I'm not yet a multimillionaire, but I see enormous opportunity there, and I decided to go into the training. I studied electrical in the school, electrical engineering. Now I used to buy tools from China. My sister, I can tell you with confidence, if I have other million today, I have no fear of sending me to Chinese there and discuss with them what I want without knowing them one-on-one. I've never been to China and they will send my goods intact. I've been patronizing them since 2014, buying things from them, and they will send my goods to me in Nigeria here. The last one I did, the guy after a while I couldn't reach him, as in couldn't discuss with me. I was scared. I said, maybe Nigerian has getting into this China system. But this guy couldn't talk to me again. But later, the guy now responded and showed me that he was in the hospital bed, that he was sick. That's why he couldn't communicate with me for a while and all those things. As I'm speaking with you, he sent all my goods to the shipping agent that I'm using. Even in the process, while he was in hospital, one of the goods we deliver, and the people that deliver they collected charges from a agent, from a shipping agent that will bring it to Nigeria. But when I discussed with him that no, this is not part of our agreement, I'll pay you for the local delivery. The guy apologized and said it's a mistake because he wasn't disposed. So, and he refunded my money back to my account.
Thank you, Mr. Isaac.
This is what we want. Trust. It is trust that can build this nation. It is not this Buhari is bad.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, Cordelia, you want to say something to him?
Yeah, he just said something that no matter how bad it is, there are people who are honest. Keep to being honest. Why would you be looking at the ones who are doing the negative stuff and you're encouraging children, young people, to follow or toe that line because you feel they are the ones who...
Hold it on. Good morning. Up you with Ezinne. Who is calling and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good morning, Ezinne.
Morning.
Good morning.
My name is Princess Lillian Odumosu. I'm calling from Bagada.
Good morning, Princess. How are you today?
I'm good. I want to do my own quarter of the contribution on your program. It's an interesting topic.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
To my greatest surprise, sometimes or most times we blame parents for the behavior or bad behavior of their kids. We have some parents that are, majority parents are very, very good. They talk to their kids. They make them see the other side of life. But these kids, because of peer pressure, they just want to follow up with what their friends are doing. And they don't know they are being misled by their friends. So this is affecting our children seriously. It's affecting them, and it's also affecting the children. I mean, the parents as well. Because you, as a parent, you've spoken to that child to see the bad side of or the bad implication of this thing that child is doing. But because she felt, no, her friends are doing it. I could remember my last baby when she got admission into Queen's College then. And she came back the first time. She was asking me, Mommy, I want to ask you a question. I said, go ahead. She said, please, how can you describe yourself and daddy or our family? Are we going to call ourselves millionaire or average? We are average. She said, why did you ask such thing? She said, no, she just wants to know if we are millionaires. So I sensed something in that. And the next day or 2 days after, I had to go to the school. I called her caregiver and I asked her, please, I don't understand what my daughter is asking you. She said, in their school, they have cliques that some are millionaire children. So definitely they have seen her and know the kind of house she's coming from. They want to lure her into such club. They have all those kind of things. These are care groups. Including on someone's child's life.
Thank you.
So we don't blame parents throughout for all this misbehavior of our children. Most of the things they learn from their friends. I can remember those days in my house, you dare not bring pencil home. You dare not bring anything that does not belong to you home. My mother would definitely use the hammer on you.
Thank you, Princess.
But presently now, because when you beat a child, they will say, don't beat a child. There might be consequences for that. So I don't want to blame the parents for that. Sometimes we blame some parents also.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Princess. Thank you. The call dropped. Yeah, what do you have to say? She made a very valid point.
Yes, very valid. That's why I said some parents, not all. If you say all, that would be generalization and is a crime, in quotes. Some parents. Now, if you now look at those parents who bring up those children that help end up being negative influences on other children, it's still parents. Parents are still responsible for a lot of those children that come out with such things that form cliques and pressurize other children into doing God knows what. Like the example she gave. If the parents had taught their own kids how to be humble, how to treat other people, they wouldn't go out to do exactly the opposite. That is what I'm saying. Some of these parents are responsible for the problems we are having, and unfortunately their bad behavior would affect their children, and their children will come out to cause problems for other people's children.
And more importantly, children don't do what we tell them to do. They do what they see us do. So we might be preaching with our mouths one thing while we are living the opposite of what we're preaching.
It's like coming out to tell your children that change. You people need to change. But the kind of change they see you are offering them is totally different from the kind of change you want them to do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what happens? Chaos.
So you see, it just still all boils down to us stacking up on the right values.
That's right.
The call today that we had is shocking. I am still in shock. I don't know what to say.
Let me fan you.
No, thank you. I need the fan.
Sorry.
Because we just need a mindset reset. We need to all cleanse our minds and reset it. That something is wrong. Mm-hmm. Nothing makes it right. It's wrong, is wrong, is wrong. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that somebody who heard you say, I spent all my working life for a long time in one company will say, old school, who does that? Mm-hmm. But see, you're grounded today and you're busy taking these questions off the cuff of your head without consulting anything because you have piled on experience and knowledge. Even the other man who shared with us the process of getting his stuff, he is consistently building trust. And over a period of time, he can get a lot more in without having... Money is not the only tool for transaction.
Give me a second, please. This thing they're talking about, this 419 thing they're talking about, there is a state that I've heard of, that I know, that the governor there is said to be a former... one of these people. How well is he doing in his state? Very reckless, not doing well at all, and that state is in shambles because his own, his own values are warped already.
Exactly.
They're warped.
Get it in quick, trash it quick, spend it quick, and then you get out of the world also quick.
If you have, for instance, a president who before becoming a president compromised on standards at his workplace, how do you think he will deal with people? What rights would he have to deal with people when he becomes president when they behave badly?
Okay. Our time is running out and we need to wrap up on this program.
So long, farewell.
No, not quite now. We haven't asked you to say adieu yet.
Okay, sorry.
So I don't want to close this like this open-ended. I want you to leave us with some encouragement, to give us some hope for the ones who are doing the right things out there, the ones that are actually bearing the brunt and struggling and, trying to bring up their children properly. And for all the children who are listening in, who feel that their parents are too hard on them because they're training them nicely, what word of advice are you going to leave with us?
I'm going to pick maybe the last one, and I'll talk to parents who think that training a child rightly is almost killing the child. You should know when to draw the line. There is a difference between between sparing the rod and spoiling the child and child abuse. There is a difference. What mindset are you using to train that child? Is it check your mind? Is it compassionate? Discipline without compassion is abuse.
True.
So please, in as much as you want your kids to be good, don't beat them as if you're beating criminals. Be compassionate in everything you do. And for people who feel that those who are doing evil are getting away with it, listen, I have this policy in life that yes, karma must catch up with people as it is said, but karma mustn't use you. Because if karma uses you to catch up with somebody, you've done something wrong most times. You need to do something wrong for karma to catch up with somebody. When you do that, your own karma will come. It becomes a vicious circle. So just do the right thing and stay right. That's all.
Thank you very much, Cordelia, for coming on the program today.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
It's obvious that you have a whole lot to share with us, and thank you. I do believe that someone out there today had something very meaningful from you. So women, this is where we wrap up today's edition. And my take is we're living in very exciting times, trying times that actually try the core of us, our integrity, the foundations on which we have based our lives on, that being tried at this point in time. Are we going to fall short? Or are we going to stay stacked up meaningfully, trying to put one leg in front of the other? As we get to celebrate Independence Day in a few, may we reflect on how far we have come, on how far we can go as women, and what we can do to bring our children back into normalcy and then building a nation that makes sense. So this is where we wrap it up today. Thank you to everyone that is involved in making the show every week what it is. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Mainland FM. Thank you. You all stay strong, stay blessed, stay lifted. My name is Ezinne Kufure Kanem, and it's Up You.